Iced. America runs on Dunkin'.
From iHeart Podcasts and Nomadic Engine, the acclaimed dramatic thriller returns. Aftershock Season 2.
He's like a ghost.
We had an agreement to keep each other's secrets.
None of you are making decisions to keep the rest of us safe, which leaves me.
I'm asking for your forgiveness.
Aftershock Season 2, starring Sarah Wayne Callies, David Harbour, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Listen to Aftershock on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's time to give stuff away. Hey, hey, it's time to give stuff away with Alan Cox.
I want to go see Disturbed. They are on the Take Back Your Life tour. Cleveland will bring us Breaking Benjamin and Ginger in the support slots there. It's going to happen August 27th, a couple of Sundays from now, out at Blossom. If you go to WMMS.com, we're giving away a big VIP thing there, the Disturbed Unstoppable Keg Crusher Package. That puts you in the pavilion with tickets. You get access to the pre-show Unstoppable Keg Crusher Bar, autographed limited edition merch, and more. So make sure you register for that. Caller 10 gets these tickets, 2 for Disturbed on the 27th. Good luck. 216-578-1007 or 800-348-1007.
Pro tip, if a cop pulls you over and they hear you listening to this, they're probably just going to let you go. Because, you know, they figured you suffered enough.
The Alan Cox Show.
On 100.7 WMMS.
Next week on the show, I will have more passes for you to join us on the Captain Fun's Floating Fandango. What?
What if people want to win them from you?
Oh, they come out tonight. I'm going to be in Lakewood at Game On.
What, from like 6 to 2 a.m.?
Yeah, I'm stopping the show early.
Okay.
And I'm hauling ass to Lakewood. No, 8 to 10 tonight. We're going to play Battleship again. We had a lot of fun doing it last night at Dina's.
Did anybody sink a battleship last night?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Somebody sunk one, yes. And so we'll play again tonight. And that's a way for you to win tickets from me right there. But I will have them for you next week here on the show. I'll also have passes for you to get to the Bad Religion show. They're doing the Cleveland Masonic in October. If you want to go see Baby Clock, if that's more your speed, that is the Death Clock Baby Metal co-headlining tour in September. And since Labor Day is coming up, the requisite 4-pack of tickets for the Cleveland National Air Show, presented by Discount Drug Mart. So I'll have all those for you next week. Comedian Christopher Titus is going to join us in a bit. He's doing the weekend at Hilarities. We haven't seen him in a minute. And so we'll catch up with him. There's a video, it was a TikTok thing about some guy. And I've never used DoorDash or Grubhub or anything like that, but I guess a big complaint in people who not only deliver, but people who also use it is that there's a lot of fraud that goes along with it, or there's a lot of complaints from people who didn't get a tip they wanted, or it barely seems to be worth whatever convenience there is to deal with all the headaches that seem to be inherent in this. But there's a DoorDash driver, he posted a video of him confronting a woman who complained that she never received her food. Obviously, that's a big scam too, but that kind of works against the delivery person. And these are people that are just kind of trying to do a side hustle here. I guess some of these you have to, I thought anybody could do this. But somebody told me, like, if you want to do Uber Eats, there's like a waiting list or something, which seems to defeat the purpose. If you're trying to do a side hustle, you're not going to wait until they call you and go, hey, you're up for this.
Hey, DoorDash?
Yes, thank you.
Awesome. Hey, they told me there was an issue with the last order. What happened?
Dasher didn't show.
The Dasher didn't show?
No.
Well, I delivered it to you, so I know you got the food. I just want you to know that doing stuff like that is what gets us deactivated. I don't want to lose my job because someone wants an extra taco. I just want to let you know I will be reporting you as a fraudulent customer, and you will be removed from the platform. Enjoy your food.
You're going to be removed from the platform. Slams a door in his face. I got my food. Slam. Let the boys be boys. I just like that he keeps going with it after she slams the door in
that's
his
the best
face.
part.
Remove
Yeah.
from the platform.
Remove you from the platform, ma'am. I've reported you.
We'll be reporting you as a fraudulent customer, and you will be removed from the platform. Enjoy your food.
Remove from the platform. Yeah, Poundcake, you were using that for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Uber Eats or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have an issue like that?
No.
The biggest issue that always seems to me is the food is going to be less than hot when you get it.
I've had that issue. I've had sometimes, most of the time, it's not the dasher. Like there's been times where I've ordered a drink and they forgot to give me my drink. So that the dasher has done that. Or sometimes when I open my bag, I'm missing items, and that is something that's Uber's problem or whatever.
That's
and
the restaurant usually,
I get refunded for that. Like that's fine. The one time I had like a foreigner, he didn't really understand what I was saying, and he didn't understand his way around Cleveland, so he got like what?
Did you say?
What?
Did you?
Is this another rush hour thing?
He didn't. Did he say? Do you understand the word?
Uh-huh. Was it like rush hour where the two of you just couldn't understand? You were
couldn't
both
understand the words that were coming out of my mouth. I was
Yeah.
told because
Yeah.
he was lost. He got lost, and then it got to the point where I'm like, it's been an hour. So I called like Uber corporate, and they're like, yeah, we're sorry. We tried to contact our driver, and he is lost. So yeah, we'll give you a credit, and we'll give you your money back. Sorry about that. So
I
that was,
don't know,
like, the only
man. I
time.
mean, is it worth the convenience? I mean,
Yes.
but you're paying like $22 for French fries.
I
Like,
know.
that can't possibly be worth the convenience. You're waiting for the food when you could have just gone to get it. You're spending way more than you normally would. It just seems like, I get the idea back in the day when they were like, hey, we should do this. I get the idea, but the logistics between the drivers who are pissed, between the people getting their food or not getting their food who are pissed.
Yeah,
somebody doesn't show up, or the order's wrong. Oh my god,
that doesn't happen that often. Like usually, like I've had people cancel maybe once or twice out of all the times I've ordered Uber Eats.
Yeah, like canceling, like, oh, I'm just not going to bring your food,
But
or
like someone else will. Someone will just come pick it up. Like they're not going to pick up your food and then cancel. I don't think they can. I mean, they can do that, but they don't usually. Because it reflects bad on their rating. And if you get so many knocks on your rating, then you won't be able to.
You're removed as a dasher.
Yeah, you'll be removed.
Right.
You'll be removed from the platform.
So yeah,
You're
you're paying
removed from the
double.
platform.
But I usually order from places that, one, I don't go to on a regular basis anyways, or have like a long line when I do go, or I'm really drunk and it's cheaper than a DUI. It's like, I remember
The drunk order is the one that
the drunk orders get me because I'm ordering like $100 worth of food. I remember like our big snowstorm like maybe a year ago, where everyone was like snowed in, and for whatever reason, that was the night all my friends visited me, and we all decided to go out to Twist. And then when we got back, we were all drunk and hungry. And so we ordered like, it took me like 3 different drivers that had a big enough truck to get through like the ice storm. And dude delivered it at like midnight. And I was like, oh my God, you're my savior. And it was like 2 bags full of food. Like I had got like the big family. It was like the Big Macs and like a bunch of fries. And it just looked like a murder scene at the end of it because there was just food and wrappers everywhere. It was gross. But so worth it.
All right. I mean, if you say so. I mean, it must be, because a lot of people are doing this. But I'm like, these stories, when you talk to, because your Uber driver, if they're chatty, will invariably talk about how they also do Uber Eats. And I just remember one guy telling me, like, he goes, I don't know why these people didn't just go to McDonald's instead of ordering it from me, because they end up paying $30 for friggin' French fries.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God.
If they have it like that, and at the time I had it like that, I don't have it like that anymore. I have
Yes,
not.
maybe they've refined the system, but I'm just like, just financially, how is it convenient to spend 3 times the amount on food?
Because people are lazy and lazy.
Well, no, I get the not wanting to move, but I mean, it would be that would spur me to move to get my food if I were like, let's see, could I get this food that I want for $10 or $30 and have someone bring it to me? It just doesn't seem.
Before, I had no excuse because I'm like, I can just everything. I have a car, I can drive and get my food. So before it was just lazy. Laziness was my excuse. Now my excuse would be I haven't ordered it yet, but when I do order something, I'm gonna use the excuse of I don't want to lose my parking spot. I'm parking on the street. And
where you're living, that parking spot is
gold.
I'm not leaving my parking spot, so I'll pay double. Just bring me my food. But everything's within walking distance now, so I still don't have that excuse.
So you only have street parking?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, street parking's rough.
Especially that area. Like, I've had some apartments
There's
where
a lot
it's
of permit parking?
There's just so many apartments that don't have parking, so it's just you are fighting for your life for
apartment
a parking
buildings,
spot.
they have parkings, but these buildings have so many people in them that there's just not enough. Like you would have to have a parking deck like what we have to house these people, these cars. So I understand that there's literally not enough, but just I'm paranoid over there. Like I'm always like, and people are just like jaywalking all the time. I'm like, y'all do that over here? I don't know how Lakewood cops are. I don't want to get a ticket because I'm running across the street to get into my car. But I'm not going to go to the crosswalk either.
Fraudulent customer, and you will be removed from the platform. Enjoy your...
Removed from the platform.
I want to let you know I'll be reporting you. Like, she cares.
It's so funny because he's trying to get louder, but he just gets higher.
Uh-huh.
Can't even raise his voice.
It's hard to do. It's hard to increase your volume without increasing your pitch. Volume. This girl got in a lot of trouble over, well, she says a misunderstanding over a text message.
Been there.
Yeah. It involved 911 and the detention of a disabled woman. She filed a lawsuit because she was texting her friend about her health issues. She says she was awaiting surgery on both hips, and she struggled to walk and climb stairs. She meant to text her friend, I think I just shrimped myself. But the autocorrect said, I think I just shot myself.
Oh, no.
And her friend called 911, and the cops went to the woman's house.
Ma'am, that doesn't look like blood on the floor. No, it's poop.
The only thing worse than shrimping yourself is your friend thinking you shot yourself and calling 911.
Calling an audience.
And you know they got to wear their body cams, so they have it on there like, we showed up to the residence and there was a bunch of fecal matter everywhere.
Feces.
Okay, sorry, feces.
No, I'm kidding. I just like the word feces. I think it's really funny.
I think fecal matter's better.
Fecal matter. Yeah, but you know what it is. I mean, you know, if it's fecal matter implies there's things maybe in it, but who cares? It's all feces, right?
I thought fecal matter was like small specks. It was more like remnants, not
like on a bowl or fecal matter.
It's found in things,
right? But
on
it's
things.
still
Like
feces, is what I'm saying.
I
Like
guess, yeah.
fecal is if you're using feces to describe what it is, it's feces.
Right.
I mean, it's still fecal matter at any size.
Yes.
It's just they're usually talking about
Small
amounts of
yeah.
fecal matter.
We found fecal matter on the burrito. The woman told police through her Ring doorbell that she didn't need help and that the call resulted from a misunderstood text, but the police insisted on seeing her. But she was awaiting hip surgery and said it was tough for her to make it to the door and please leave. I don't need the cops. She said then the police put a sticker over her Ring doorbell camera, which, of course, you're not supposed to do. But whatever. Cops just do what they want to do. And then after 2 hours, the woman cracked the door to see if the cops had left. But they hadn't left. They swung the door open, dragged her outside, put her in restraints, smashed her face into the door. All this stuff. So she's suing the township and the sheriff's department. And
why?
I don't know.
This was for like help.
Yeah, they're doing a wellness check.
Yeah.
It says protect and serve right in the cars. I don't know where the misunderstanding is. Woman
You didn't have
said,
an emergency and now you do.
Right.
Call 911
You're going to
back.
call us.
We're here to solve a problem that didn't exist until we showed up.
Now you have a problem and now we're here to help.
Woman didn't have a coat on, but the cops said they wouldn't let her back inside unless she allowed them in too. You know, just like the law says. So then they hung out with her for a couple hours and They took her to the local hospital where she was held for 11 hours until she was released. So she's suing everybody for being illegally detained for 13 hours. Of course, the lawyer says that the police version of events will probably differ considerably from the plaintiffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Boy, I've never heard of anyone so committed to making sure that someone doesn't harm themselves.
By harming them instead.
Well, just,
Don't harm yourself.
Who's
I'll harm you.
Who's hanging outside 2 hours because
They don't have anything else to do?
I mean, this is a middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania, I think, but I mean, central PA. But that's pretty wild. Lehigh County is where they are. But you go from texting your friend, hey, I think I just crapped myself. And that mis-autocorrecting to shot myself. Naturally, your friend's going to be freaked out. Hey, I think my friend just shot herself. Where? She said all over her pants. I don't know what that means, but she said she shot herself all over the floor.
And they broke her arm, like...
Yeah. She said she shot herself and ruined all of her clothes. So, ma'am, how's she still talking to you? I don't know, but she says that there's shot all over the place. So her texts are very, very difficult to understand. Very vague. She said that there's shot on the wall, that there's shot in the kitchen. Oh, no. So, yeah, you got to be careful. Like, you don't want to overdose on the pot and call 911.
Having an overdose of this so is my wife.
Overdose of what?
Marijuana. I don't know if it had something in it. Can you please send rescue?
Did you guys have fever or anything?
No, I think we're dying.
Okay, how much did you guys have?
I don't know. We made brownies, and I think we're dead. Time is going by really, 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 really slow.
Oh, boy.
Alan, you and Bill are against non-consensual sniffing? Come on, buddy. And please, before you defend the hypocrisy by calling me a Trump fan, I never voted for him, never will. But come on, man.
What does Trump have to do with sniffing people?
Okay,
Biden's more the sniffer, isn't he?
What's the non-consensual sniffing? I don't know.
We were talking about when stripper Scott was accused of sniffing Erica on the cruise, and we started talking about sniffing, and I was like, yeah, you can't walk up and sniff people. I guess that
there was a weird touch, too. Do you remember that Poundcake? Were you on it that year? Was it or it was like a little kiss or something? It was weird.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I thought he put his face on her shoulder or something. But he said, I don't know what he said he was doing.
I don't remember. I remember us talking about it, but I don't remember if I was on that year or if I was like an intern. I don't remember. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was a long time ago.
Hey, Alan.
Mm-hmm. People do that to me now, and they, like last night at Dina's, right? They come up to play Battleship. They're like, hey, Alan.
Hey, Alan.
Yeah. Well, this is my name. Don't wear it out. Al, my wife and I watched that Johnny Manziel documentary on Netflix, and we were cracking up thinking of when he'd call into your show.
Oh, those are the best calls.
Yeah. I guess Alan?
He sounds different on the documentary.
Yeah, he certainly does. Everybody sounds different on the phone, right? You think you know what your voice sounds like, but you're hearing it through your head. Other people are hearing it through the air. And on the phone, can be very, very different. So everybody sounds a little different. But I guess I don't care about a Manziel documentary, but for people who've watched it, they're like, it's pretty wild because it seems really clear that he just didn't care about playing football after he got drafted, or he clearly had other priorities in mind shortly after getting into the NFL, which, a lot of people, it's like it's your lifelong dream. And for him, it didn't seem to be. But I didn't even realize that there was a Johnny Manziel documentary until all these people started asking me if I had watched it. And I was like, nope. No, I haven't. And I didn't know that was a thing. Johnny Football is what it's called. Untold. Johnny Football. The meteoric rise and precipitous fall of football star Johnny Manziel. You watch this?
I have not watched this yet.
You gonna watch it?
I'll probably watch it.
Yeah. Just pictures of him with money fanned out.
He likes money.
I guess. Well, everybody likes money, but it's
His family's worth $50 million, though.
It's oil money, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alan, the allegation was that Scott kissed her bare shoulder. She was wearing a one-shoulder top.
Okay. Allegation.
Well, I'm keeping it at an allegation.
Right.
Because it wasn't litigated in a court of law.
We did have video, but I think that's, it was like on a story. I don't know if it's reviewable at this point. And also, it was so long ago.
Yeah, listen, it's all water under the boat. I think that's the phrase. Alan, we own a Thai restaurant in Rocky River. We have a regular customer who will Uber Eats 6 cans of Diet Coke.
What?
Yeah.
Why from a Thai restaurant?
Maybe they have the best Diet Coke.
But you can
I don't know.
use Instacart and get a whole case of it.
Bill's got 2 liters of Diet Coke. Please don't try any of this at home. It's just too goddamn much Diet Coke. Bill's got 2 liters of Diet Coke. Whoa.
Isn't that burping